So the first thing that we do is leash behavior, right? We've talked about that a little bit, where it's just walking. I don't care where she walks, left side, right side, slightly in front, slightly behind. I don't care. She can pick that. So that's our goal, is we're going to have her walk with a loose leash.
Okay.
Now, because you've got 2 dogs, we want to work them individually until they're on the same page,
Right.
and then we'll bring them together, because the other dog is a major distraction. So when we start something new, we always want to start where we can limit distractions. And what are distractions? Everything, right? If it moves, it's a distraction. If it smells, it's a distraction. So everybody that's walked through here or drives through anywhere deposits scent. That scent falls to the ground and it can't stick to concrete or pavement. So as the breeze comes through, it blows it and it ends up at the edge of the grass, right? Because that's where there's moisture there to hold it. So it's what drives dogs to go to the sides of the path, not the middle of the path. So when we do this, we want to start on concrete or pavement, okay, so that I don't have that added distraction. I want to do this where I don't have a whole lot going on. So not a lot of people, not a lot of dogs or animals around, so that the dog can focus just on me, okay? The goal is just to have her walk with you. If I stop, she stops. If I go, she goes. Now, there's no command to this. I don't give a command for leash behavior. Once the leash goes on, you're not allowed to pull me until I give you permission. And that permission is a break command, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So all I'm going to do is walk in a straight line. That's all I'm going to do, walk back and forth. As soon as she starts to get ahead of me, I'm just going to turn and go the other way. So I'm not letting her dictate the path. I'm stopping her, and she has to come back with me. Does that make sense? I don't, like I said, there's not a command to this, but I'm going to help her out. So anytime I want her to go with me, I'm going to start with my left foot. Left foot's my go foot, right foot's my stay foot, okay? And she's done a couple of things, so some of this is probably going to be easy for her, okay? Easier than some dogs. But all I'm going to do is walk back and forth. So I'm going to have you come just stand right here, okay? And I'm going to try to keep this tracking on me, okay? I'm going to take it over. There you go. Come on. Stop. No. There it goes. All right. So I don't want her to be too far away from me. Ideally, nose to mid-body is about the distance that I want her in front of me. Because if she's out in front of me, she's not going to really know where I am. Now, dogs have sensory hairs, so they know where they get used to feeling that all over their body. They can sense all that good stuff. They can sense a light breeze. If they could talk, they can tell you which way it's coming from. So when I start walking, all I'm going to do is walk back and forth. Now, one of 4 things is going to happen when I turn. She may yelp when she hits the end of the leash, and that's natural because it's stopping her from doing something she's normally used to doing, and it's a surprise. The other thing she may do is balk, which is hits the brakes, says I don't want to go, or she may go into avoidance, trying to figure a way out of the situation. Ideally, she'll just turn with me. Okay, so we'll just see what she does. So I'm going to start walking with my left foot. If she doesn't come with me, I'll give her a little tug, and I'll just walk. She goes out a little bit. I'm going to try to keep her in a little closer. We'll turn, boom. And I have to manage that leash so it doesn't drop down below. So she wants to come to you, which is understandable. She's like, this guy, I don't want to do what he's wanting. So that's why she shot over to you. And all I'm going to do is reinforce it. If you start pulling, I'm going to go the other way. And she's a little far ahead of me, but there she settles in. But I don't want to keep constant pressure on the leash. Okay? Now when I stop, I'm just going to drag my feet a step or two. If she stops, great. I haven't said anything to her, but she's understanding she's got to stay in close. I start walking, she goes. She gets out ahead, pop. We'll just go the other way. The sound effects are for your benefit, not hers. And if she sits, that's fine. I haven't asked her to do it. She's just doing it, okay? Part of it is the way she's used to walking with you. But we're just trying to get her to pay attention to what we're doing, okay? I don't want to keep tension on the leash. Dogs have what's called oppositional reflex. So if you pull against them, they're naturally going to pull against you, and they get used to that constant pressure. That's why they're out at the end of the leash. And I want them to have that sense of freedom. It's like if you're walking with somebody and they're holding you in tight. I mean, that's okay once in a while, but most of the time, if I'm walking somewhere, holding hands is okay, arm in arm is okay, but if they got their arm around you, holding you tight, that gets to be a drag, right? And that's the same thing with dogs. We don't want them to feel like they are getting kept in. This thing took a turn. And see, she stops. I just say, nope. And that yelp is okay. You know, she wanted to try to fight it. And all I'm doing is saying, we have to go where I'm going. You don't get to decide. At this time, you don't get to. There are times that I'll let them, but for the most part, I want them to just pay attention to me and go with me, okay? So now we're gonna add a little distraction, okay? So I'm gonna have you come out here. I'm gonna have you just come stand right over there. That's good right there. So I'm going to approach you, and she's going to want to come to you, right? Because she's got a relationship with you, not that much with me. So all I'm doing is adding a distraction, right? We started with no distractions. Now we're going to add a distraction. That's you. So I'm going to walk towards you. As soon as she starts to go towards you, I'm just going to stop her and go back, right? Because her job is to pay attention to whoever has the leash. So she'll, oh, look at her being so good. So she hesitated a little bit. I'll just reinforce it, right? Now the draw might have been more with Sage, right? If Sage would have been here, she'd have bolted. But this is something you can do, right? You can work and have Sage stand out there, okay? Her job is not to go out and greet. Her job is to stay with me, right? So if I move, she moves. If she doesn't, I'll give her just a little check. Just a reminder, you've got to come with me, okay? Now I'm going to walk by you, and same thing. She may want to come to you, and I'm just getting, oh, look at you being so good. You're quick, steady. Yeah. She wants to. She wants to, but I'm more worried about the move off path than I am anything else, right? And you notice, I'm not taking and manhandling her, but if she doesn't come where I'm coming or going to, then there's a problem. And I always start with that left foot. If she hesitates, I can go pop and get her coming. Because if I were to just pull on her, there's a little bit more tug of war involved. Granted, she's little, but still, she's got four-wheel drive. And if she catches you off guard, right, then bad things can happen. So you want to try this? Okay, so I'm going to boss you around doing this. So when you hold the leash, just drape it above your thumb. It's easier if you don't like that tail hanging. What I tell people is just put it up underneath and grab it all. You just want to make sure it doesn't drop so far to the ground that she can step over it. Okay, so come on over here. Thumb through there. Nope, thumb through there. Now hold it all. Pull it all. Oops. No, that's okay. It doesn't matter what hand. Pull. Now see, you're not going to lose her unless you have to drop it. Right. Okay, so your hands are going to be under your side. So I'm going to tell you things to do, okay, just to remind you. So I want you to start left foot and just go that way. Keep going. Keep going. Come back, just turn. Hands down, just relax, hands down. Okay. Turn and go. Drag your feet and stop. There you go, look at that. Now look at your right arm. Look at how it's bent. I want it straight down, just relax. Left foot go. Okay, turn and come back. Drag your feet and stop. I try to give a couple of scrapes, right? And just like you're scraping dog poop off your shoe. Okay? You'll wear out your shoes, but I guarantee it'll be better on. Left foot go. Turn and go. Drag your feet and stop. Now, are you able to see how much she's looking up at you when you're walking? Yeah. Left foot go. Turn and go. Drag your feet and stop. Okay, does that make sense? Piece of cake. Now the biggest thing is watch your arms, right? Because my arms come up here because my brain's saying I got to get ready. And you're used to walking them both and they like to take off and go. So your mind is saying bring your arms up here because I got more power here than I do down here. So I want you to get in the habit of just walking as relaxed as possible. Now I know you use a Y connector to walk them both. Okay, what I'm going to probably do is recommend that you use a leash purr. The reason being is I can manipulate them when they're doing things that I don't want them to do, right? It's hard to get that Y connector to correct one and not inadvertently correct the other. Okay, so let me see the leash. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then they just pull.
Right, so what we do is when you go out for walks, here's the reality with walks is if they get plenty of time running around, and they do a fair amount, and it's nice to get them out and walking them, don't get me wrong, but sometimes we can't, especially initially training. So if you could take them and you're walking them up and down the path right here, that's okay. Do one at a time and then switch off, right? So that we get them both on the same page so that they understand what they're supposed to do, because I want to limit distractions. And then as they get to understand it, and I could take them down around the way or down the block individually, then I'll bring them back here and I'll work them together. Because now they understand what they're supposed to do. Now we add a distraction, which is the other dog, and then I can work them and correct them as I need to, right? And try to keep them from going, whether play or aggression, towards each other, okay? Because if you, and the great thing is you do this and you stop and you're talking to a neighbor, you get this instead of them wanting to go here, there, and everywhere, right? So what we have to do is just put more control on them. We want them to understand that this is what you have to do. This doesn't matter what you want. You'll get what you want, but it's got to be on my terms because I might be doing something I need to do, right? And we're the thinking part of the relationship. Now, we want to give them that time to be a dog, right? So I use the command, take a break. You can use go potty, you can use free dog. I don't care what you use as long as you're consistent with it. Do you guys have something that you tell them already? Okay, so we're going to add which is better for you, go potty or take a break. Because it doesn't, all you're doing is signaling to you what you want them to do. So take a break's kind of a generalized term to say, because I know it means go out, sniff, go potty if you have to, do what you got to do. You know, if I say go potty, it just means that I want you to go potty, and then I might push them a little bit more instead of just letting them have some relaxed time and be there, you know. So what we do is it's not a command that I can go over here and go pee here, right, and give them the command. I can't do that. So I have to capture that behavior. What I mean by that is I have to give her that command, and then I'm just going to walk around. The minute she starts sniffing, I'm going to say take a break, and then good, and just praise. If she starts to go pee, take a break, good puppy. If she starts to poop, good puppy. And you can do the same thing when you come out here for puppy playtime, right? You say, okay, take a break. This is your time. That's all that means. It just means it's your time. And I will guide you within reason. So if we're out for a walk and they want to go down to the creek, okay, I don't want to go to the creek. So no, we're not going to go over there. Let's go over here. So I will guide them, but for the most part, it's their time. So if you go into the mountains, take a break, and they want to go down to the gullies and the brambles, I'm not going to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take her over here. Come here, baby girl. Come on, take a break. Good girl. Take a break. Good. And since we've worked the leash behavior, she's not quite sure. Good girl. Take a break. So I'll just kind of meander with her, right? Come on, let's take a break. Come on, take a break. Good girl. Good. And when she starts dropping that nose, good girl. What a good girl. Good girl, take a break. Good girl. Yeah. She's not sure what to do, but that's okay. So you bring her out and you do it through repetition, you do it more and more, and she understands it. That's why when I bring Riley out, take a break, and he knows what he's supposed to do. So I'll let him run around and sniff and do his thing. Does that make sense? All right.